What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Pokemon Unbound 2, and today we battle Successor Maxima. Insane difficulty, of course, and this is the boss we have to defeat to unlock the Mega Ring, so let's get right to it. She's going to lead with Wigglytuff, and we're going to start with Vikavolt. Now, we can't go for Sticky Web as we normally would do here because she has Pokemon with Defiant and Contrary. We're going to get hit hard here. She goes for the Fire Punch, is going to hit us for super effective damage, but we just hang on. We are slower, unfortunately, but we go straight for the Thunderbolt, try to get off as much damage as possible here. And it does about half health. A Paralyze or a Crit would have been huge there and makes this battle so much easier. Unfortunately, we don't get either one. That's okay. We're going to sack Vikavolt as he goes down to the second Fire Punch. Now, because we didn't get the Power, we want to force a switch out here by sending out Magnezone. And Wigglytuff is scared of Magnezone. So instead of going for the super effective Mirror Shot, we predict a switch out. As she's going to switch into Altaria here, we go for Discharge. And it's going to do neutral damage, but it's also a 30% chance to Paralyze. And we get off more damage here with Discharge than we would have if we used the Mirror Shot because he resists the Steel type. Altaria's Cotton Cloud is going to lower Magnezone's speed, but that doesn't matter because we're switching out anyway. We predict an Earthquake out of Altaria here, which means Gyarados is the perfect counter. He is a flying type, and we're also going to get off the Intimidate, reducing Altaria's attack, which is huge considering he's a physical attacker. But just the Intimidate's not going to be enough as Maxima activates the Mega Tiara and Mega evolves into Mega Altaria. This thing is crazy strong, but luckily we predicted right as he goes for the Earthquake, and we basically got a free switch in for Gyarados. Now it's time for a Dragon Dance off. Altaria moves first and goes for Dragon Dance, and we're gonna go for Dragon Dance as well here. We need to go for Dragon Dance because unfortunately he's just out of range of an Ice Fang. It does about half health, so we need the +1 attack to be able to one-shot with Ice Fang. But Altaria is gonna move first. We get hit hard here with a Pixelate boosted return. This is going to do huge damage, but Gyarados takes it like a champ. We get off the +1 Never Melt Ice boosted Ice Fang. And this is enough to finish off the Altaria, Mega Altaria, Successor Maxima's ace. Let's go. If you guys are enjoying the video so far, be sure to smash the like button. It helps out with the algorithm. And consider subscribing to the channel to see more videos like this. So Alolan Ninetales comes out next. We need to deal with this thing right, or it's going to be a huge problem for us. So we go right into our Ninetales counter, Magnezone. Ninetales typically goes for Aurora Veil in the first turn. There's nothing we can really do to stop it, but Ninetales actually goes for Moonblast instead. Now this is why we switch into Magnezone, just in case. We're going to resist the Fairy typing. We get crit anyway, but it's still going to do minimal damage, and this is why it's so important that you're able to read your opponent and make accurate predictions, make the right plays, and set yourself up in the best position possible. Ninetales goes for Aurora Veil, and this is fine. We knew it was coming. We're going to go for the 4-time super effective Mirror Shot, but we miss. This is detrimental. We need to hit this Mirror Shot on the next turn. It's always risky going for 80% accuracy move, 85% accuracy move, but we just might get another chance to land it. Ninetales goes for the Nasty Plot. This is getting dangerous. We can't let this thing set up. We fire off the Mirror Shot, and it connects this time. Even with Aurora Veil up, it's still going to hit for huge damage. Not quite enough to take him out, but this is going to scare him enough to switch out on the next turn, which is exactly what we need. Now here, he usually switches to Empoleon, and I know why would you switch Empoleon into Magnezone? It's because it knows Earthquake. So we're going to predict the Empoleon switch and go into Frostlass. But unfortunately, once again, we predict wrong. Ninetales stays in and goes for the Moonblast, but we dodge, taking full advantage of the hail, which increases Frostlass's evasion due to his ability Snow Cloak. He dodged the second Moonblast in a row. Now we get a chance to put up the Aurora Veil of our own, and we are protected for the next 5 turns. We got that off just in time too, because the hail just ended, which means his Aurora Veil will be ending shortly soon as well. It's a battle of the ice types, and Ninetales moves first with Moonblast. We can't dodge them all. We're going to take a hit this time, but we do have Aurora Veil up, and it's still going to do over half. We get off an attack of our own with Hex, and this is going to barely do any damage. Despite us having Aurora Veil up, the Ninetales is Nasty Plot boosted, so that's why he did so much damage there. But Frostlass is struggling to get the KO, so we're going to switch back into our Ninetales counter Magnezone. Predicting another Moonblast, we can't rely on the Snow Cloak to evade anymore because the hail is gone, so we switch to Magnezone, who's going to type resist, as well as the Aurora Veil being up. We take minimal damage. However, we don't get to attack quite yet. It's up to Magnezone to be able to take the second Moonblast, but Ninetales high rolls the Moonblast. I thought for sure Magnezone would be able to take 2 of those, but that must have been a high roll. And unfortunately, Magnezone goes down in vain. Ninetales is low on health, so we want to send in someone here that's fast, that can outspeed and finish this thing off. We send out Weavile, our fastest Pokemon here. We're going to be able to outspeed, go for the Ice Punch. Ninetales is going to resist, but it is Hail boosted, and Ninetales is also low on health, so it's enough to take him out. Leave it to Weavile to come in and save the day. We had to get rid of that Ninetales before it got ugly. He was Nasty Plot boosted and could have ended up running through the whole team, but we've still got a few more months to go. So Wigglytuff comes back out, and this is the only thing standing between Weavile and a win here. If we can just take care of this Wigglytuff, Weavile will take us home. We go into Camerupt, predicting a Drain Punch or a Fire Punch. Unfortunately, it is the Drain Punch, so it's going to deal neutral damage, and it does about half to Camerupt, restoring a bit of health on the Wigglytuff as well. So now that we know he wants to go for Drain Punch here, we can safely pivot into Frostlass, who is a Ghost type, so if we predict right this time, the Drain Punch is not going to affect us, and we get a free switch in. Wigglytuff does in fact go for the Drain Punch, and we're good to go. So we are faster here. First things first, we want to get off the Will-O-Wisp and nerf his attack. Wigglytuff actually has a huge attack stat and can deal some huge damage if we're not careful. Wigglytuff goes for Fire Punch, but we dodge. Even though there's no hail, Frostlass is holding the Lax Incense, so his evasion is still increased. But we don't want to risk going for 2 dodges here, so we're going to switch to Gyarados, predicting another Fire Punch. We're going to get off the Intimidate as well, so he is now burned, -1 attack. We're going to type resist as well here, predicting right. We take the Fire Punch, and this is not going to do very much damage at all. Wigglytuff also taking burn damage with every turn that we switch. Every move here is precise and calculated. Now we're going to predict the Thunder Punch, which it knows, into the Gyarados, which would take him out for sure. So we're going to switch into Camerupt, our ground type, but we predict wrong this time, and he goes for Drain Punch. Now, why would he go for a Drain Punch on Gyarados? Is he desperate to restore as much HP as possible? I don't know what the AI is thinking here, but we can't get every prediction right. It's impossible to know for sure, and all we can do is make the best possible move with the information that we have. We get hit with Drain Punch. It's not going to do very much damage. We attack with Earth Power, and after all the burn turns, it's still not enough to take him out. But it's fine. We're in a great position here. Wigglytuff can't do anything to us, but he actually switches out. This is actually a huge misplay by Maxima. She switches into the Empoleon, and he's going to get hit with a super effective Earth Power. Instead of just sacking the Wigglytuff there, Empoleon's going to come in and take a huge hit for the team. He is going to get off the Aqua Jet, and this is going to be 4 times super effective, more than enough to take down Camera. But that's perfectly fine. He did his job, and now it's time to call the cleanup crew. Weavile's going to come back out to play, and this is checkmate. Weavile's fast enough to outspeed and strong enough to take out the rest of the team here. We're going to start throwing ice punches, and Empoleon can't do anything, decides to not get off the Aqua Jet, and he goes down to the Ice Punch. Now, this thing can get dangerous if you let Empoleon set up with Swords Dance. He also has Defiant, but everybody is fodder in the face of Weavile, so we're going to go into Superior next. Now, you know Maxima's running out of options when she sends out the Grass type against Weavile. We're going to keep slinging Ice Punches here. It's going to hit him for super effective damage. Not quite enough to take him out, but we get the Freeze. The Freeze actually doesn't matter here because when Superior comes out with full health, he always goes for Leech Seed turn 1, and Weavile doesn't care about Leech Seed at all. However, if you don't handle the Superior properly, he has Contrary with Leaf Storm, so you let him take off, he'll do some serious damage. But we're not going to give him a chance. We throw out a second Ice Punch, and he's going to go down. Weavile, the star of the show, putting the team on his back, gonna take us to victory. Maxima's gonna send back out Wigglytuff, who she should have sacked a few turns ago. Either way, we're gonna go for the Ice Shard and finish this thing off. Can anyone stand up to Weavile? Find out next time on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Just kidding, of course. We've still got 1 Pokemon to go, and Maxima's last hope, she sends out Victini. Now, Victini one-shots Weavile here if we let him get the attack off, but we planned for this exact moment. We outspeed, go for the Throat Chop. Normally, this doesn't do enough damage to one-shot, but we've got the Dark Gem, and with the added boosted power, this is going to take down Victini in 1 shot. Weavile getting the job done, put the team on his back, and took us to victory. That's Successor Maxima, GG. So what did we learn today, boys? If you're playing Pokemon Unbound, do yourself a favor and pick up a Weavile. So that's it for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button and also consider subscribing to the channel if you want to see more videos like this. As always, thanks for watching and see you next time.